Hi, I'm Rex,
And I am Ace.
and we're proposing to you a development challenge: zero casualty communities.
Can we achieve it?
We can, and we should, because in times of disasters, damages to property may be inevitable, but casualty cannot and should not. Here's what we know how disaster response works. The United Nations have a whole system already in place based from best practices in the local situations: prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response, recovery, and reconstruction. And clusters and clusters of different services like food, water, education, health, telecommunications, the works. Now, who delivers this to the people who need them most?
In the context of the Philippines, we have the national level down to our LGUs and down to our barangays.
Now, our governments already have mechanisms and systems for this. Whether they are good at it or not is another question. But our focus here is on communities. Why communities?
Because communities is where people live, where households are located, where community spirit can be harnessed.
Yes, and in order to achieve zero casualty communities, it hinges, we have to follow certain principles. First principle is personalized risk. People, meaning individuals and families, should be able to own the risk to their lives so that they can do something about it, get out of risky situations, and be more receptive to government interventions.
And second is preparedness, because we need to let the people know how to prepare themselves in times of disaster, because it is important to note that an ounce of prevention is better than the pound of a cure.
And other principle is people orientation, because we need to put people's lives at the forefront of all our preparation and infrastructures. And when disaster strikes, we need to put the dignity of persons also within and the highest levels of our priorities, especially survivors' dignity.
And
Here are some technology innovation challenge that we'd like to pose to you.
First is the iSafe. iSafe is it's a mobile app integrated with existing applications like Google Map, GPS, GeoHazard that tells you in the personal level of your current place. It tells the user whether he or she is in a safe place or in danger, like floods, landslides, storm surges, earthquake faults. It also provides other services such as storm tracker, text blasts from authorities from Pag-asa, PDRMC, LGU StepEd, and can be used by individuals, households, and community organizers.
A feature of iSafe, but can also be an independent app, would be an IEC integrated curriculum for CCA and DRR. Now, those are mouthfuls. IEC means Information, Education, Communication Campaigns, and CCA, DRR means CCA, Climate Change Adaptation and Disaster Risk Reduction. We already have materials for this. Teaching materials for this. What we need is an integrated curriculum that is available and accessible for people. It can be used as a mobile app. It can be used as a range of infographics for downloading or for posting on Facebook and or other social media platforms, or even for classroom setting instructions.
Third technology is MIS for Community-Based Humanitarian Logistics, management information system that will help decision makers during disaster situations. Humanitarian logistics technology is being used by government, United Nations, and international NGOs. Our challenge is to ensure the flow of information in and out of communities during disasters, especially within the first 24 hours, when usually power and cell sites are down. The last one is
Pinoy Kubo. We'd like to imagine Pinoy Kubo as modular, temporary shelter using indigenous and available materials at the lowest cost. Because we're thinking of it as a better alternative to tent, since tent living in evacuation centers and temporary relocation areas is not the most dignified housing accommodations for our survivors. We need to lessen the stress that they're feeling, but we need to do it in such a way that we can provide them with these materials that are available to us. Pinoy Kubo. That's one of the innovations that we'd like to introduce. Now, there are maybe other technologies out there that may contribute to making our goal and a strategy of zero casualty communities. But the important thing is, we need to think zero casualty communities.
because during disasters,
Damage to properties may be inevitable
casualty is not.
and should not. This is Rex.
And this is Ace, and thank you.